So I was just trying to kind of think of like how much money do I have involved in the guitar hobby. So I believe this one here was $117 at Sam Ash, and I don't know what they usually go for. It's an Oscar Schmidt OE20. The name is missing from the thing. I've had two of these. Um, the other one I had was Flame Top. I like this one better. There's like a little nick in it where they hung it. You can see if you look there. But other than that, like it was like really pretty good. I believe this Ibanez was about 140 at the Mesa Guitar Center. I think it's a 370. I have to look and see. The reason I bought it is a hardtail bridge. It's a 321 MH, which and it's let's see here. 2010? Yeah. So it was only made for a little while. It's like a blackberry color. It's an RG, but it doesn't have the shark fins, which I prefer. It's just got regular dots, hardtail bridge, Infinium or Infinium, Infinity 3, 4, whatever. The Gibraltar bridge, they call it. So I think that was 140. This was from OfferUp. It was a SE with a trying to remember a pick guard like that, and I changed the pick guard for that one, and added a couple things to it on the humbucker, and I think I paid between $40 and $80 for that. And the reason I can't remember is there's certain ones I paid $40 for, there's certain ones I paid $60, and there's some I paid $80. But I will never pay more than $80 for a Squier or Starcaster. Which brings me to this one. I bought the body and the neck. It was from Music Go Round. The neck was a pretty nice neck, actually, but it was stamped used in the back, and the serial number was obliterated because it came from like probably Music Go Round or something. And the guy had taken it to, it was either Pearl Jam or Nirvana, and got the pick guard signed by the guys in the band. And he removed the pick guard off of it, and he was going to put it back together, and he bought a new pick guard, and he bought new pickup covers, and what he didn't realize is that not all the pickups had the same spacing. He couldn't get the covers to fit. Anyway, he sold me the guitar. It was fully assembled, but there was no strings on it. Hadn't had strings on it for a really long time. He sold the guitar for $40, and maybe it was 45. I'm not sure. It was a weird number. He threw out a weird number, but it was under, my limit. And it's really, really nice 3-piece body or something like that. Heavy, really cool burst color, more vibrant than the Squiers. Then I bought a black Starcaster with this neck on it, and this neck was way too thick, so I've since sanded that neck. That guitar was, I think, $60. So, and then I switched the necks, put the neck on the other body of the guitar, and gave it to my friend Rick for free. I bought a couple of other Starcasters too. The cherry burst colored one, I gave that to Rick also after I cut down the headstock to a small size. So I cut it to that type, and I did a good job on it. I sanded off the Starcaster logo and just left a little fender up at the top of the ball just to play around with it. So I gave it away to him for free. This one here is a made in Mexico Fender Telecaster that came with a DiMarzio in the bridge and an American single coil up at the top. And I traded a few things for this. I had bought a Squier Affinity Butterscotch Blonde that wasn't very butterscotch blonde. for $80. I traded that along with the EB3. Let's see if I can find the picture of the EB3 bass. Not this one, but the EB3 that I got missing the tuning keys, hole in the jack. I repaired it. It had no back cover. Anyway, I fixed it up. It was actually really nice. It was made in Korea. And it was the really, really cool, like this, more like that color. Or, you know, just the really dark, but with the wood grain through it. I think it was mahogany. So I traded, I think, 2 Squiers and a bass for this thing. Maybe something else. I don't remember. Now, this is one of my favorite guitars, and it's made in Mexico. It's probably not worth more than $500. There's big chips in the paint. I think somebody tried to relic it. There's the paint falling apart. I forget what I had emailed Fender for the details, and it came up as having a rosewood fingerboard, but it does not. So anyway, over here we've got a Mako Traditionals XK7, and I bought this from some kind of weird lady, kind of tweaky. She said got it from some guy. Guy passed away or something. I don't remember what the story was or whatever. I think maybe he owed her money for drugs. Who knows? And there was some stuff wrong with it. I don't remember what was wrong with it. And they got this for like $80. And this is really one hell of a guitar. I'm not sure if it's made in Korea or Japan. We don't really know. It's an ash body, I believe. There's a couple pieces, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. There might even be extra ones. But it's in a time period where they had gold Grover tuners. The bridge says Schaller. What's weird is there's a stamp under the switch, which you can date the guitar by because they don't use serial numbers back then. So we know it to be somewhere between 82 and 84. So we don't really know which one it is. Here is a Jackson. I actually originally bought one of these with the blacked out pickups, and it sounded bad. I didn't like it. And then I found this guy selling this one used, and I believe I gave him $100 for it. Then we get this 1997, almost an anniversary edition, made in Korea, Squier Strat plywood guitar. It was a single coil. That is the original warped pickguard. I cut it out and had a humbucker. It already had the black bridge, so I'm not sure the story on that. It plays absolutely amazing. I paid $80 for that. I really like it. So, I went into Guitar Center the other day, and I saw these things here. The Pacer Series Kramers, and I was like, dude, it's got a Floyd Rose. That's not a Beretta. That's not a Focus. Oh, man. This is nice. $199. Right next to the Beretta for $229. These are on clearance at Guitar Center. If you live in Arizona and you go to Phoenix, you can get a purple kind of colored, purple fuchsia, purple pinky colored one for $199. I think it's an excellent deal. Excellent deal. The Floyd Roses, you know, I mean, they're kind of a pain, but I mean, like, when you get them set up, if you don't like them, just block them. I mean, you don't have to use them. In fact, you could even remove this and just put a modern 2-point trim. Probably anything would fit in there off of a Fender, I would think. But anyway, it's very cool. Kind of a jalapeno red almost. What I didn't know is this particular guitar here had been set up by the in-house guy at Guitar Center. He dressed the frets. I had to sing home, and I played it. I was like, man, this thing's awesome. So then I realized I was missing the trem arm for the Floyd Rose. So I called Guitar Center, and originally there had been a blue one, but they weren't able to find it. And I had a curiosity. I said, hey, I called yesterday, and there was this and this, but nobody ever found the blue one. And I need a trim arm, and, out of curiosity, maybe you can see if you can find the blue one, because I kind of knew I wanted to get another one of these, because these are $3.79 on Sweetwater. They're $3.79 on Musician's Friend. They're actually $3.79 on the Guitar Center website. They are advertised only in the store. When you look these up on the Guitar Center website, you will not see them priced as $199. You will see them priced as $3.79. Now, I believe this one had a tag on it. It said $3.79, and then, reduced to $2.78, something like that. Anyway, these are definitely a very good value. I could not see how you could do better for the price. You're not going to get this much of a guitar for $199 buying a Squier. I mean, if you buy a $199 Epiphone, even used, I think you're going to have a hard time touching this quality. This is an alder body with a maple neck. And it's like a two-piece maple neck. It's a different type of Kramer, more Stratty. So there's no scarf joint here. This is a 2021. I don't know if it was sitting in the store since 2021. I used to go to the store a lot in 2021. I never saw it there. I've never seen it in 2022. Never saw it in 2023. Here it is, 2024. So anyways, this was $199 plus tax. So today I went and bought the blue one. They found the blue one, and they found my trim arm. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, so anyway, some other stuff I have here. We have a Bugera Tri-Rec Infinium. It's all tube stuff, pretty much. There are some solid state surface mount stuff in there. We traded a Katana 2 100 head for it. I have a crate cab from the 80s, plywood cab with Celestions in it. I don't remember what I paid for that, but I got it with a PV Supreme solid state head, which I never really liked, so I ended up selling it to Sam Ash. Here is a 6505 Plus. I bought this with a Lake Placid Blue Fender made in Mexico Telecaster 2015 year for $300. And the pick guard was warped and melted on the Fender. I went out there to look at this amp, and don't remember what he wanted for it, $400 or $300 or something. Anyway, ended up getting the amp and the guitar for $300. He didn't even care about the guitar. It was really strange. So then I found this amp on Craigslist locally. It's a Bugera 6260, copy of a 5150. And the guy used either Tube Depot or something like that, and he ordered a set of EL34s as well as 12AX7s, and they have all been replaced. He was according to him, he was a music teacher. He would teach music, and he also did photography and took pictures for a living doing real estate. Something like that. But he used to be a music teacher, is what he said. And along with this, I got a really cool guitar from him. I paid $200 for the amp. He sold me a Rogue kind of acoustic electric guitar for $40 more or something. And also a Mackie mixer. I don't know where it is. It's in a box. That he threw in for free or something like that. So it was a super, super good deal. He was moving to Tennessee or something to be a bartender. So there's kind of the extent of my stuff. I get a case or two here and there. These are RKL cases, the Canadian ones with the purpley crap in them. That one's a bass case. Somewhere I've got a couple Fender cases, but you know, little stuff here and there. I found this at Goodwill, $5. I know it works. It's a UX1, so you could use it as kind of a Scarlett or something. I've got a brand new Scarlett in a box. You get brand new monitors. I bought these at Guitar Center. They weren't cheap. God, I don't remember what they were. They were pretty ridiculous. I think they were like $129 each. Something like that. So with these, you got to buy each one. They're standalone. They're not a pair. And these don't really sound that good. I haven't really been impressed with them. But over at my ham radio station, I have PreSonus Eris 3.5s, and I think those are awesome. So anyway, just some of the stuff that I've bought guitar-wise over the years, mostly since 2020, 21. I don't think I have really too much stuff from before then. Somewhere I've got a COB Squire Bullet Strat that I bought in 2015 or 16, and when I was living in California in Shasta Lake, and I still have that. But there's been a lot of guitars that come and go ever since then. I've got rid of a whole ton of them recently. And then I've got certain stuff like that Fender. It just sits in a case and it's out of the way, hidden, buried, because I don't want to mess it up. And I've got this one here that plays better. So lots of stuff. We had some pedals and stuff. I bought this for like $40. A GNX1. I don't use it anymore, but they are pretty cool. I've got a box full of other USA-made Digitech pedals. These are USA. Here's a Zoom. I accidentally threw a guitar cord right here. See this? I threw the guitar cord and it busted through the plastic. I was extremely bummed out. This came from Goodwill. It was $12. It is it's more than just a drum machine. It does bass tracks, and it's just basically a rhythm machine. So you got your stuff here. You can make your own thing, but it does like a lot of stuff. And so usually I'll plug it into this and play along with it, or something like that, you know. So that, and then the other stuff is just to the Bugera. So anyway, that's what I do with this stuff. I used to really like building these guitars and put, I didn't mention there's a Dimebucker, there's a Fender bridge on it. It's got hip shot locking tuners, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. This has got Fender locking tuners. Well, usually I modify them. Somewhere in a box, I've got a Fender bridge that can go in this. Well, what I thought about doing is I thought, maybe I should get rid of this. How many Strat type guitars do I need? I play this one a lot, I play this one a lot, and I play that one a lot. And then everything else just gets neglected. So I thought about, and this isn't the only SE I have. I've got a 3-color burst SE with a rosewood fretboard, and I put that away. So I think I only have 3 guitars that are not out, and that's the acoustic. I recently gave away some like sawtooth Crestwood or something wood guitar, and then a Telluride acoustic electric. But I've got that other acoustic. I like acoustics, but usually the ergonomics of them, I don't really care for them. Maybe I'd be happy with something like a round back Ovation or something, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.